The Mute. Love said everything. In the Twilight Zone Season 4, Episode 5, a little girl named Ilsa Nielsen survives a fire that swallows her parents whole. She is found in the woods, unburned, untouched, silent. To the world she is mute, but to heaven she is fluent. Ilsa was raised by parents who believed humanity once spoke without words, thought to thought, heart to heart, through pure meaning. They called it telepathy, but what they were really trying to restore was communication as God created it. In A Course in Miracles, true communication is not of words or bodies. It's of spirit, the language of direct knowing. Before there was sound, there was understanding. Before there were mouths, there was mind. Her parents die in the flames, but they send one last silent message: run. And she does. Love carried her out of the fire, not speech. Love said everything. Then comes the world, loud, rational, well-intentioned, and ready to fix her. The sheriff's wife, Cora Wheeler, takes her in. Cora, still grieving her own lost daughter, loves this child instantly. She doesn't see a case. She sees a light. She doesn't try to make her talk. She just listens. Cora's silence is the Holy Spirit's classroom. It's where meaning doesn't need a mouth, but others can't stand it. The teacher, Miss Frank, tries to hammer words into her. Say your name, she demands. Say something, because the ego cannot tolerate what it cannot label. It must translate innocence into form. It must convert stillness into sound, spirit into structure. In the classroom, the children chant her name until it breaks her. That moment is the world's hymn, a chorus of noise meant to drown out the quiet voice of truth. They call it education. The Course calls it conditioning. To teach her to speak is to teach her to forget. Meanwhile, Cora's love battles guilt. She hides the letters that would send Ilsa back to her people, the telepathic society, afraid to lose the only child she feels left. But even her deception is the ego's misinterpretation of love. The Holy Spirit reinterprets every mistake. In that hiding, Cora learns what it means to hold love too tightly. She learns that love cannot be possessed. When the Europeans finally arrive, the experimenters who began the pact, they find that Ilsa can no longer hear their thoughts. Her telepathic ability, that symbol of divine communication, is gone. But Rod Serling reminds us in his closing words that perfect love casteth out fear. Not even the fear of losing a gift, a power, or a connection can stand in love's presence. Ilsa didn't lose anything. She gained the one thing that cannot be learned: love. And love in its perfection needs no language. It simply is. The fire that consumed her home was the same fire that purified her path. Speech came, and the silence was buried, but the truth beneath it remained. Her story shows what the Course teaches. The Holy Spirit uses time but does not believe in it. He takes even the ashes of the ego's experiments and turns them into altars of remembrance. Every character, the scientist, the teacher, the mother, the child, plays the same role we all play. We burn our innocence in the fires of understanding, then wonder why the world grows loud. But in the quiet after the smoke clears, love whispers again. And we remember that the real communication was never lost. It was only covered. Perfect love casteth out fear, and sometimes it does so without saying a single word. For in the land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas, there will always be a little girl named Ilsa Nielsen, a child who once spoke without sound and whose silence was the voice of God. Rod Serling might have said it this way: tonight's case file concerns a girl who never needed to speak to be understood. In her silence there was no mystery, only love, absolute and wordless. And when love speaks, fear has nothing left to say. Case closed. In the Twilight Zone.